I'm walking in my purpose. It's in my blood. You know that's on purpose. And I'm always on the grind. I stay outside. You know that's all the time. And when you come to me and complain, I'm like, have you ever had to walk again? You know this pain. All those times I wanted to give up, but my purpose wouldn't let me. You think I really care about a hater? I ain't gonna let nobody stress me. I'm really God's child. I couldn't run from this blessing. If they turn their back, never give up. That was the lesson.
So today with us on Stool Talk, we're honored to have a special guest with us. Here on Stool Talk, we walk in our purpose on purpose. And today's guest is definitely doing that. Great athlete, great character. And we're going to hear a little about her journey and see what makes her thrive and be the best that she can be. Today we have with us Miss Anaya Potter. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. So tell everybody who you run for and what events you run.
I run for Utah Valley Track and Field in the WAC conference, and I'm a multi.
Okay. Oh,
Heptat.
multi.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so how is it being a multi? Is it more pressure? Is it more work you got to do? Like, how is that for the up and coming athletes to know?
It's definitely more work. Pressure. I feel like pressure is how much you put on yourself. So it depends on the person about the pressure. But for my first year, I did have a lot of pressure on me. So going into
Yeah,
my next year, I'm hoping that that'll take off a little pressure. So
yeah. When did this track journey start from you? How old were you and was track even your first sport?
track was not my first sport. I was actually like a gymnast for a while, and then wanted to be a gymnast for a while, and then seventh grade rolled around, and I quit doing that and did every sport in track, or including track. So I did soccer, basketball, volleyball, and then towards my high school year, it was like my sophomore year, I was doing basketball and track. And so I decided my sophomore year, okay, let me pick one. Which one am I going to pursue? And it was track. So yeah,
Okay. What went into helping you make that decision?
definitely some help from my coaches then, and myself. I prayed about it, and I was just like, I felt like there's just a lot more you can do in track, and I felt like I'm more of an individual person,
Yeah.
and not really. I mean, I in track you are a team, but a lot of it is individual and what you can do for the team. So
Yeah, I love the fact that you said that about praying about it because a lot of times we just make decisions and we do it. So it's good that the youth is able to see, and even other athletes are able to see, about faith and even praying about different things. What does faith mean to you?
ooh, that's a really good question. What faith means to me is
Yeah.
how much effort I'm putting into God, or effort I'm putting into something,
Yeah, that,
but
yeah, I
that's
like that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Because even the fact that I'm about to pray about it. So you even taking the initiative to pray, you knew I gotta have faith to hear what God telling me or whichever way I lead. Speak to the youth on how important it is and making a decision when you
mhm,
gotta compete and then you gotta say, well, let me take this sport instead of that one. Because a lot of times we have different athletes that have to make the choice.
right. Um, just give them advice on how to make that decision, or okay.
Yeah.
So with me, like I said, if you are a Christian, or any type of faith you have, definitely pray about it, because it's kind of hard, especially if it's by yourself and you don't have any coaches to help you out. Definitely pray about it, so you do have that second ear. Ask your parents, but mainly it depends on what you want to do. So say if you're not just track, you could be basketball and volleyball. What you have to think about, what inspires you the most.
Yeah.
And I thought about that too, really deeply, because like I said, I'm not a team type of person. I'm more of an individual, and then what can I give to the team?
Yeah.
So really just think about that. And my big point is definitely praying about it. So
Yeah.
it can be stressful. It's not gonna be a one day decision. It's never gonna be a one day decision unless you've already been knowing, okay, I'm gonna do this. But
Yeah.
take your time. You don't have to. No one's rushing you.
Yeah.
So
What type of leader would you say you are, even on the track team? Would you say you lead by example or do you lead vocally?
Um, I would have to say both. I would have to say both. So like vocally, I try to keep up the team during weight room, during just running, because it's hard. Like track is very mental. So you gotta verbally say it so that your team knows that you're also going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, pretty much. So
How
I guess mainly verbally.
yeah, how do you handle yourself mentally and even getting yourself prepared for a big race that's coming?
Okay, so a big thing I do the night before, I read my scriptures because that again that plays a big part of it for me. Because that also relieves some stress for me the night before, lets me get a good night rest. The day of or the morning of, I wake up, put some spiritual music on, do my prayers before that. I have a journal that I write in. I keep it on my phone, but this year I'm going to start going on an actual journal because I figured that writing, like I could actually pull it out and not like pull my phone out of track meet.
Yeah.
So I just write in my journal what I'm going to do and what I know I can do, and just think about the day of and not what's in the future. So,
Yeah, and when you were saying that, what I was thinking about is you getting the atmosphere right to be able to hear straight and have a clear train of mind. A lot of times people listen to music and
mhm.
they have them all over the way because of what's in the words, in the music, and the songs and the lyrics. Like that stuff really plays an important part in it. What do you really love about track? Like, what is it about track that just drives you and make you just want to be great?
What I really love about track is what I can show like the youth, honestly. So everyone starts somewhere, and with me, I started everybody. All right, I mean, me personally, I started real low. Like, I wasn't even, I couldn't even go over a hurdle to be honest, but I was athletic already. So, but it like taught me that you can't just get somewhere with just athleticism. Like, you have to be coachable, you have to do this, you have to do this. But not only that, just the growth, seeing the growth and everything. It's pretty cool to like see all of that. So,
Yeah, yeah,
not for
wow.
me, not just for me, but even my teammates, seeing them grow and get better, pretty cool.
Yeah,
So,
how is it when you see a teammate down on themselves, maybe after they didn't run the time they want to, or they ain't feeling it that day? What would you say to them?
um, some people you can't really talk to them at all because that's just how they are. You gotta let them let some steam off. But
Yeah,
if it is a person that I'm pretty close with and I can talk to, I just let them know that it's only today. We got track meets ahead of us in the future. Everybody has an off day. People say
yeah,
that all the time, but it's so true. Everybody has an off day, and you have to believe that with track because dwelling on one thing, that'll probably mess up your whole season. So
yeah,
you gotta move on, especially with being a multi. You have to move on. If high jump goes bad, you have to move on because next you got shot put. So
yeah. What does a typical workout look like for you during the season and out of season?
okay, so off season we work out Monday through Saturdays. Depending on, we're not really doing technical stuff yet. Doing as of like we're not having high jump days, we're not having hurdle days. But we're having a lot of tempos. I'm telling you that we're running a lot. We're lifting way more than how we are during season. And during season, we are working out Monday through Fridays. This is also during school. So um, each day I have like 4 hour practices. So some days I'll combine, I'll do like shot put and high jump the same day. Um, More event stuff during season.
Yeah. How do you balance it, especially even with you running all these different events? Still got work, schoolwork, you still got a long time, you still got other stuff that you do. How do you balance that and allow you to remain focused?
Um, okay. So I'm not gonna lie to you. My first year I didn't really balance it. I just winged it. But how I would have balanced it if, just looking back at it, um, I struggled with just like eating breakfast because I'm like, okay, I'm going. And like the only rest time I did have was doing homework. So how I would do that is not procrastinate on my homework because oof, I did that all the time. And there was days where there were days after practice where I was debating on going to my actual class or doing this amount of homework, to actually get through the rest of the week. But so I definitely took my counselor that I had. I took him up because I knew how like important it was mentally, and that helped me a lot with the balancing between both of them. It was pretty hard though, so I couldn't give anybody advice for that because I'm still, struggling on it myself. So
Yeah, it's a learning process, and day by day, but you're doing it. You're in it, and
mhm.
you're making it happen, and God gonna bless you because you're faithful, and you're seeking Him. Do you guys be feeling pressure to win the league and like to go to nationals? Is it any pressure individually in you and in
Oh
your
yeah,
teammates? It is.
yes sir. So I don't know if y'all know, but we won the WAC championships during or for outdoor season, and that was probably the most stressful thing ever. Like there were points that I'm needing to get,
Because you
to
running
make
more, so they need a lot of
right.
your yeah, okay.
Right. I'm a multi, so I did that, and I also did open high jump.
Yeah,
So the first 2 days I did my multi, and then the third day I did open high jump, which is actually like pretty big to score on. Just making sure that I hit those points that I needed to hit to give, my team points. Luckily, we got points where we didn't think we were supposed to get any.
yeah,
So that was pretty good just in case. But I went in and I did what I needed to do. So it was pretty stressful just thinking, okay, I need to get this or above, So
yeah.
it's pressure.
Wow. Um, can you speak about just the difference between a regular race and, like you said, the league and even national? Like, what's the difference between them for runners that may not know?
Okay. Meaning like just a regular meet and then like
Yeah.
whack. Okay, okay. Um Definitely the adrenaline because when I'm at a regular meet, I'm like, okay, this is like I need a PR. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when I'm at like a bigger meet, I'm thinking I need to give it all I got. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm never thinking that at a regular meet, like a little dual meet because there I'm looking for PRs. At a bigger meet, I'm looking to do my best, the best I can ever do. So
Have you broken any of your PRs this season? Have you got any school records?
yes, I have. So my first ever track meet in in college, I broke the school record for the multi, and then I also tied the or did I don't know if I got the record. Yeah, I think I broke the record for high jump, and then I just kept tying the record for high jump the rest of the season. But this year, I don't know. I'm feeling dangerous, so
Yeah, you're gonna get all that.
yeah.
You're gonna come and get all those different records. Looking ahead, what are your goals beyond school? Are you looking to try to go to the Olympics, continuing track?
Yes, I am looking to continue track and go to the Olympics. So this year I'm working on just training as much as I can to get, better. That's just everyone's goal being in college. But not only, oh, I'm trying to get this PR, but I'm trying to be the best at every meet, no matter what, because like I told you, at regular Pee Wee meets, I was like, okay, I'm just trying to PR. This is practice. No, I don't want to have that thought, that mindset going in. I want to be like, I want to be the best here. I want everybody to know my name because that's how you get bigger. Um, my goal is to after my 4 years, or if I get or after 5 years for my master's, I want to like at least become pro during that, and then 2028 I want to be in the Olympics. So yeah.
Yeah. Wow, man. And I believe you can do it because you focus, you motivated, and you got a game plan. And that's the most important thing, having a game plan and not just going along with different things. Is it any other things that you do besides run track that you got gifts in or that you're talented or you like doing without running track?
Um, Putting track aside, I would say I do like to sing on my own time and make TikToks, regular teenage stuff. But singing is definitely number one. And yeah, and
Yeah.
watching my nieces and nephews. I have a passion for just kids, so
Do they be
like
cheer? They probably be at the track me cheering you on when you running.
my major is like stuff to do with kids and stuff. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
love it. That's what, yeah, I got a passion and heart for the youth and the kids as well. What is the key to being a good track runner and having great form and
Ooh,
starts as well?
listening to your coaches. Listening to your coaches. I am not perfecting the good form yet, but I'm hitting times that it's like, I'm hitting times that I'm supposed to hit. But it's like, how much better can I be if I had better form? You have to think about that. Just honestly listen to your coaches because they obviously know what they're doing, especially the collegiate coaches. Like, don't hold them back. Listen to everything. Try to take that in, and don't think it's like them trying to like dog on you. They're trying to make you better. If it does sound bad, it's probably doing bad. Just fix it. So
Yeah, I had an interview with this runner yesterday. His name Dalen Bone, and he was saying he keep on doing good, but his start times is bad. So I asked him, I said, "Why is your starts bad?" He's saying because he's so nervous or he's so like he get away, like it's just like
it's
that on the start. So with that being mental, is it like just tedious things that you can do to help that to get better even when you run track?
um So for the nerves for me, I kind of do like a little breathing thing right before the gun goes off or right before the race starts. And I keep the same routine so that my
Yeah,
body is used to it. Like I said, my first ever track meet, I was tense. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, and hey, being that tense and breaking the school record, I'm excited to what next year's got coming. But I always had the same routine before I got in the blocks, before I went to jump, like you have to keep I feel like you have to be like keep the same, routine going for your body so that your body's like, okay, this is different. And then you're freaking out because you're doing something different. Like, don't
yeah,
try to mess up your routine. Keep it the same because that's what your body is used to. And you won't freak out if you're doing the same thing. You don't
yeah.
freak out when you're doing your morning routine. So
Yeah, last couple questions we get you out of here. What does family mean to you and how has their support helped you thus far in your career?
okay. What family means to me is not family. So family is like not blood to me. Family is something that comes to you. Family is something you don't need to fight for. I feel like it takes a village to raise a child. That's like I keep that in my head because I was a child once, and it took a village because my mom couldn't just do it herself. Hey, I had teachers that became family that I still talk to now out in
Yeah,
college. I have friends that became family that I still talk to now. It's not blood, you know what I'm saying? But I
yeah.
consider them family 100%. And yeah, what was that second question you asked after that?
You answered it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you answered it all in your you answered it. How was your journey in picking the school that you're at right now and words of encouragement for underclassmen and the people that's looking to go to, pick a school for next year?
hmm So I picked Utah Valley because I honestly went on a visit and I liked the atmosphere. My first year, obviously, it didn't really go as I liked it, not for just track, but for being in Utah. So I know I don't want to stay there. Um, but I learned to
Yeah,
not really pick something for other people, I guess, because I don't think I really picked that for myself. That's besides the point. But for kids that are trying to pick what you think is best for you. Do not do not get your mom's ear in it. Don't get your dad's ear in it. I mean, it's cool. Okay, you want to stay close to family. That's your choice. You know, me, I didn't want to stay close to family, so that was a reason that I did go to Utah. But the other, choices weren't really based off of myself. So I will say, definitely go off of what you want because it is your future. It's your
yeah,
life. You're at the end of the day, you're gonna be in that dorm or apartment, not your parents, not your coach. So just go off of what you feel like is best for you.
Yeah, is your school by the Utah Jazz NBA arena?
It's like 45 out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then another thing with you saying that, because what I'm learning as I keep on, being around different athletes and interviewing them, it's not really about the school. Like, I gotta go to this top school, because you can be running at a school that ain't that top school, but you running against those same people, and sometimes they times be faster because you
Hmm.
know it's the individual. Like, the school is just the school. So a lot of times people be like, I gotta
It's
go to
true.
Michigan. Yeah, I gotta
Yep.
go to Georgia. I gotta go to Tennessee. I gotta go to Kentucky. But then there's keep people underneath them that's beating them at the races, because these are the people I'm talking to that go to the prestige schools, and they like, man, these other schools got all these hitters on their team that's running great times as well. So that's why I tell them, allow them to have a choice in what they feel, what feels good to them, but don't just go off a name or what you see.
Yes, sir.
How do you keep from just going through the motions, being that you had success early, so you don't just stay there, but you keep on pushing yourself to be better?
Okay, okay. Ooh, I try not to like. I do all the like texting my coach, like, hey, I think I should do more of this because I lack of this at this event. Um, not being cool where I'm at, if that
Yeah,
makes sense. Like,
yeah,
okay, yes, I did break a school record, but I want to get better. I want to break more records. Like, I'm
yeah,
not just fine where I'm at. I can be a the multi is you compete with multis. You don't compete with the long jumpers. And
yeah,
if there's multi long jumpers, but I can still beat like the high jump record. I can still beat the long jump record as a multi. So I try to still work on those events because it's like, killing two birds in one stone.
yeah,
I got a better PR in this, but boom, I just got you the record in high jump. You know what I'm saying? So I try to don't be scared to text your coach, hey, I think I need to work on this as
yeah.
well. Or just adding extra stuff to make you better because you know what makes yourself better.
Yeah, you
So
got you
definitely
got good self accountability too. A lot of people ain't got that. Being the fact that you said, "Look, I'll slack in this." A lot of people, you got to push them, like you said, because it's comfortable for them. So
mhm.
that's definitely great. What's your go-to scripture?
Ooh, God is within her, she will not fail.
Yeah.
100%. Yes. 46:5.
Yeah. Lastly, whatever comes to your heart, speak something positive to the youth.
Ooh. All right. I guess this is something that I would just tell my younger self. But to keep going, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter. Like you see 16-year-olds going into the Olympics. That doesn't mean your time is done. Keep going. Like it's more about consistency in the way that you put yourself out there. Fight for what you want.
Yeah,
Go get it.
yeah, I like that.
100%.
What track runners are you looking up to, or you pattern your running style after?
Anna Hall. Big
Mm,
one. Right there. Yep. That's
yeah.
the only one. I look.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we thank you for joining us today. We pray that you continue to, excel, let God use you. We give you favor on the track, in the classroom, and even around the different people that you may be. May He give you strength. May He give you endurance, the knowledge and wisdom to be great. And you can do all things through Christ who gives you the strength. So continue to walk in your purpose on purpose.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. And make sure you send the pictures and the videos and stuff. And we will be like sharing and supporting you and your schooling. Even when track season come, this ain't gonna be the first one. We're gonna have more interviews that see where you at and different
Good.
things like that. But we appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me again.
Yeah,
You have a
no
great
problem.
rest of your day.
You too.
Walking in my purpose, I'm